NASA spent decades developing a technology to repair and regenerate astronauts' biology when returning from space. Now, men are using that exact same technology to get bigger and harder. You've heard about red light therapy by now. It's everywhere. Skin regeneration, hair growth, sports recovery, and your wife probably has a red light mask sitting on the bathroom counter. But here's what nobody's talking about. Men are using this same technology to get bigger and harder down there. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 things. 1. What red light therapy actually is, the science and the studies, and how it works at a cellular level. 2. The 3 ways it improves erection biology. And 3. How thousands of guys are using it to get bigger and harder. And stick with me to the end. I'll tell you exactly what happened the first time I used it, because the results surprised me. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's start with how it all began. This research started in NASA labs in the 1990s. They were studying red light technology on the space station, and they noticed something they weren't expecting. It healed astronauts' wounds faster. It restored circulation in low gravity, where the human body's blood flow starts to break down. It regenerated nerves. It accelerated cellular repair across the board, and the application of red light was adopted at lightning speed. The US Navy picked it up, using it for tissue injuries, circulation problems, and recovery. Then it finally became accessible to civilians. Physical therapy clinics adopted it. Pro sports teams put it in their training rooms. Dermatologists started using it for skin. Hair clinics adopted it for follicle regrowth. And now it's even being prescribed in men's health clinics for sexual performance. So what is red light? Red light is just a specific wavelength of light emitted from the sun. If you measure where it is in the spectrum, red light rests around 600 to 680 nanometers, and near-infrared light measures at about 800 to 880 nanometers. When applied to the body, these 2 wavelengths actually penetrate the skin. Red light works closer to the surface, and near-infrared goes deeper through the skin into the muscle, into the nerves, into the blood vessels. When red and near-infrared light hit your cells, they're absorbed by a specific enzyme inside your mitochondria called cytochrome C oxidase. Your mitochondria are the power plants of every cell in your body. They produce ATP, the energy currency that runs everything you do. And red light supercharges that process. It increases ATP production, which means every cell has more energy to function at an optimal level. So imagine what happens when you use this technology for sexual performance. Which brings me to the first way red light is proven to turbocharge performance: testosterone. Your testicles produce testosterone through specialized cell types called Leydig cells. Testosterone is about sex drive, muscle mass, and it's the hormone also responsible for erection quality and how hard you physically respond. And if you're over 35, your T levels are dropping, and so is your erection quality, which brings me to the most important pillar that determines how hard you are and how big you get: blood flow. When you get hard, blood rushes into the spongy tissue inside your penis, the corpora cavernosa, and gets trapped there under pressure. More blood in, harder erection. Less blood in, softer erection. Now, here's where red light comes in. Red and near-infrared light trigger 2 specific things in your blood vessels. The first is vasodilation. When you apply red light, the smooth muscles that lines your blood vessels relaxes. The vessels open wider, and more blood can move through. And second, nitric oxide production increases. Nitric oxide signals the smooth muscles to relax, opening the floodgates so blood rushes in. That produces the erection. So, how much bigger and harder can you get? Studies show that direct exposure to red and near-infrared light produces up to a 36% increase in vasodilation. 36%! Can you imagine getting 36% more blood flow down there just by shining light? That means you're bigger, harder, and yes, it's faster to fill up. But if you're looking for long-term size, your ability to regenerate and recover is where the magic happens. Every bodybuilder knows the rule. Elite athletes swear by this, and men who increase their size down there know this. Anytime You want something to grow. The rule is the same. You need a signal and you need recovery. If the recovery is slow, the growth is slow. If the recovery is fast, the growth is fast. Recovery speed is key to fast results. And this is where red light becomes a force multiplier. In fact, the US military demonstrated that red light therapy accelerates tissue recovery by up to 50%. Half the time, wound healing, soft tissue repair, cellular regeneration, nearly cut in half. Whatever stress you put on a tissue, red light accelerates the repair and growth process by up to 50%. So let's take a step back and review the 3 components that are essential for erection performance. Testosterone, the hormonal foundation, blood flow, up to 36% more vasodilation, and recovery, up to 50% faster tissue growth. So here's the question. How are men actually using red light to get bigger and harder? By combining it with a penis pump. For those who don't know, a penis pump creates a gentle suction around the penis, pulling more blood flow than what you'd normally. When you pump, it mechanically forces your blood vessels to dilate and your tissue to expand, giving your body the perfect signal to adapt, recover, and regenerate. And that's where red light truly shines. Men are now using penis pumps with red light, and they're getting harder and bigger, not just temporarily, but in the long term. This is the device I use. It's called Stimulate. It's a red and near-infrared light wrap that goes around the pump cylinder while you're pumping. Because red and infrared light don't just heat the surface. They get absorbed by your cells and converted into energy internally. That heats up the penis from the inside out. The first time I used it, I knew something was different. In under 2 minutes, I noticed the tissue was completely relaxed. And when I looked down, I was visibly fuller. More blood flow, more expansion, faster than I ever gotten with the pump alone. I had never expanded that quickly. So here's the takeaway. If you want to be harder, get harder faster, be fuller, and get bigger over time, you've got to give your body what it actually needs to do those things. Blood flow, recovery, cellular energy, hormonal support. That's what red light does. That's how it works. And that's why pairing it with a pump is the biggest new trend in the sexual performance space. The device I used is linked in the description. There's also a free guide down there that walks you through how to use it, and if you're new to pumping, how to put on the whole stack together. If you have any question, put them in the comments, and like and subscribe for more videos on sexual performance.